In the world of monster truck racing, there seems to be a constant changing of the guard. Be it through friendships or family ties, the competitive nature of those who choose to take the ride allows no yield for seat time. If one wishes to remain in the cockpit, one must prove their daring on the track. It is on this playing field where the jalopies are sacrificed to the juggernauts as father and son match wits before the masses. And for those milling around the midway of the Durham Fairgrounds, it's time to find a seat on the hill. The show is about to begin.
Okay, when I get quiet, you guys get loud.
A little more than 15 miles north of Long Island Sound sits the farming community of Durham, Connecticut. Incorporated in 1708, this small town boasts one of the largest agricultural fairs in the entire country, staffed by volunteers only who have come out in full support as for the first time ever, JM Motorsports has brought the monster trucks to the Durham Fair. This was the pit party about 20 minutes ago, and for one driver, it almost wasn't the scene. While unloading the Iron Warrior, crew chief and driver Matt Cody discovered a problem in the left front axle housing. He and teammate J.R. Seasock went to work, along with Preston Perez, to get this truck apart so it could be put back together. This is one of the first full competition shows for Perez as a crew member for this team to prep for the first quarter of 2017. But don't ever think these guys don't work hard. There are no light parts on these trucks. Rather small repair on paper, but even a simple disrepair can lead to a catastrophic failure, and that hurts in the back pocket.
I just took out the kingpin bearing. It was time, so, and everything else is closed, so I had to loosen all this up to get the tie rod back on, so. But we're good now. See if we can break the neck.
After the thrash and a rinse under the park water pump, the crew got the truck ready for the pit party, and now Cody will bring the truck to the line. Monster truck competition starts next. Back in Durham, Connecticut for JM Motorsports Monster Truck action. Getting ready for competition number 1, the Wheelie Contest. This is Mike Fodder, Sr. out of Hagerstown, Maryland, driving the Safety King Black Stallion, and not getting the lift he wanted. Though he went off the racing side of that ramp. Kind of an interesting choice for him there. You see, look at all the smoke coming out from underneath the rear end of this truck. Have to keep an eye on that as the afternoon goes on. And again, though, he brings it around. It looks like he's going to line up on the racing side. Not quite sure on that choice, but see if we can get a little lift out of the front end here on this side. Nicely done, and again that smoke out of the rear end. That'll set the pace nicely though with that wheel stand on this outside set of cars, the orange lane, and there's the purple lane on the grandstand, or it's kind of an amphitheater here, so there's a big hill with all those people, and there you see a nice shot of the front end way up in the air, right past the announcer tower. Here is for the backside of the starting line cam. It's a good pace setter, but again, you see all that smoke out of the rear end. You have to wonder if you line it up on the racing lanes, maybe to test and tune, head back to the pits and get the truck back together. Will be interesting to see how that truck does as the afternoon goes on. Here comes J.R. Seasock out of Fraxville, Pennsylvania, in higher education. And he just won up Mike Sr. with that one. He'd like to knock the boss down right here in the Wheelie Contest. Start this weekend off with a win. Spun it around and went right after the racing lane, and I don't think he's done yet. Brings it around for hit number 3. This is just kind of turning into a mini freestyle he's putting on here. Nice lift there. Not quite the lift he got on the first hit, but still keeping the noise up, keeping the momentum up. he could win this thing just on style points. Big air on the final hit. That's going to take over the lead for sure here. Crowd and Tim Howard getting pumped up right there. Beautiful launch off that outside set of cars here under the announcer's tower. A second look at it from the starting line cam. And watch him lock up the brakes to get the truck to settle down. Hard hit on the nose, but keeps it moving. Big crowd on hand here. And again, it's an amphitheater style arena, so they're just up on a hill under the 71-degree sunlight. The nice breeze in the air as we get ready for competitor number 3 in the wheelie competition. This is Matt Cody, the 2015 Arena Wheelie of the Year Award recipient. So you know he's got something for this field. Last time we saw Matt was at the wheel of Overkill Evolution, back in his own truck after Woodstock was the last time we saw him. That was about a month ago. Beautiful first hit. Now let's see if he cuts into a little freestyle here. He's got to outdo JR. See, he's going to lay down on it. Nicely done there. Hard hit on the nose. He'll bring it around. Probably one more big hit, maybe one or two. And he slides in over by the fence a little bit right there. Got himself bound up. That'll slow him down. Need one more big hit to... Not bad right there. Really turn it around and go for one more and then head... Well, he's just going to head off the track, it looks like. Have to wonder if something's not quite right in that truck. We'll take another look at the run he laid down. Good first hit with the front end way up in the air. A lot of air underneath the rear tires as well. They like that. When you fly the truck at the upward angle like that there. Another nosedive here though. This was kind of interesting. And then he ended up over by the fence as it looked like he slid a little bit. That slowed him down. Got this move in though. It was a good hit, his last hit, and then he drove off the track. And again, I have to wonder if there's something wrong with that truck. As Mikey Vauders II brings Overkill Evolution out for his wheelie contest attempt. There you see Jay Milligan, yellow crew shirt, founder of JM Motorsports. Tim Howard up in the announcer tower. And here comes Mikey Vauders. And I'm getting the feeling from go that this is just going to turn into a mini freestyle itself. Tim Butler is a brave man to stand on that outside concrete barrier like he is. Watch. Mikey up over the freestyle van stack there. Nice hang time on that. Will be his final jump as he'll head off the track, and we await word. I'd have to think that's going to take the win. Is either we'll take another look at it. And you can see he had a lot of air. He kept the momentum up, and you know, this went from a wheelie contest to just sort of a little freestyle. And you know what? It's for the fans, and if it gets you the win, go ahead and do it. And a nice jump here at the end. He went over that center ramp as well. That will be used later in the freestyle competition. Will in fact add another obstacle to the end zone of the track. And there you see it. Mikey, in fact, does get the wheelie contest win. He will start this weekend off with the lead. So we go into racing, and you see the Power Wheels Demolition Derby starting up. We'll have some highlights from these guys coming up a little bit later here on Monster Power. When we come back, side by side, Monster Truck Racing from Durham, Connecticut. Stay with us. Back on Monster Power we're getting ready for the first round of side-by-side monster truck racing action. JM Motorsports monster truck racing action here at the Durham Fair in Durham, Connecticut. Here is the bracket. You see the two trucks pulling out there. Higher Education up against the Safety Clean Black Stallion. That's JRC Sock against Mike Botter Sr. And then it will be the Iron Warrior, Matt Cody, taking on your wheelie winner, Mikey Botters II, who starts the weekend on a good note. He will take the weekend lead into racing. Here you see Mike Botters Sr. out of Hagerstown, Maryland, lining up the Black Stallion. And JRC Sock in the lane nearest the crowd. He would love to knock the boss down right here. See what they can do. Even start. Seesaw with a bit of a lead, but the truck falls on its face. A lot of air out of that outside lane from Mike Botters Sr. And I don't know if our cameras are a curse, but every time we're around, it seems like the Higher Education machine has mechanical problems. They'll have a good weekend, and then we show up, and this happens. We're going to get another look at this run, and I want you to watch the red flashing lights at the top of the windshield there on the bus. And they shut off, and you see them flicker again, but they shut off. It looks like he had another electrical problem. Mike Botters, though, with that big air in the near lane, and we'll get another look at it. You can see JR actually had a small lead going into the cars, but the truck very clearly shuts off as it just rolls over the stack, and that big jump in the lane near the cameras here. Mike Botters Sr. going to the final round. JR will try to get that truck ready for the third place race. The winner of this goes to the finals against Mike Botters Sr. There you see Mikey Botters in the Overkill Evolution machine out of Williamsport, Maryland, and Matt Cody coming around here in the Iron Warrior, also out of Williamsport, Maryland. Of course, last time we saw the Overkill Evolution machine, Matt was driving that truck, and he had turned the driving duties of the Iron Warrior truck over to Brooke Rule. He's glad to be back in his old machine. He says the Overkill truck doesn't treat him quite as well as it does Mikey. See what he can do here as Daniel Donnelly lines him up, gets the thumbs up, and he heads back to the wall. Good start for both trucks, but Mikey drives away with it. Matt Cody will turn around and head right back to the starting line for the third place race. Another look at this one, and watch the front wheels on Iron Warrior. It does not look like the truck is getting power to all four wheels right now. I don't know if there's still a problem in that front end or not. A very good run, though, in the front lane for Mikey Botters II. Driving Overkill Evolution. There you see Matt Cody lining back up. He went right back to the starting line. 2 runs in a row on this. It's going to be a little bit hard on that engine. Here comes JRC Sock now. Through the bushes a little bit. Getting amped up for this third place race. He would love to take at least one win out of this thing here. He's going to push Matt for everything he's worth. Matt very familiar with both of these trucks. JR will be headed to Topsfield in Massachusetts next weekend, where he will drive the Iron Warrior. Matt Cody will take the bus up to Canada, so they'll swap seats and go to different parts of the North American continent. Seaside with a good launch and a clear-cut victory there as the driver's locking up. And again, the front end, something looks wrong with the Iron Warrior truck right now. I'm not sure what it is, but when he got on the brakes, the front wheels were spinning while the back wheels were locked up. So JR will take third place out of the racing bracket. Nice, clean running laid down, and Matt Cody was right there with him, but JR wanted that one, and he got it. One more look at it from the end zone. Watch Matt when he gets on the brakes on the left side. And yeah, the rear end's locked up, the front end's still spinning, so There may still be a problem with that front axle housing. We'll have to find out from Matt a little bit later as we get ready for the final round. Overkill Evolution. Mikey Vauders II out of Williamsport, Maryland, matches up with his father, Mike Vauders Sr. out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Ford and Ford. The legend and the protege, as it were. There you see Tim Howard getting the crowd pumped up. He stuck his hand out of the announcer's tower there. This is going to be a good race, as both of these guys are going to want this win bad. They see Daniel Donnelly kind of backing Mike off the starting line a bit. He was a bit overstaged. Mikey Vauders in the lane. Final round. Here we go. The jump goes to Dad, but Junior runs him down. Mikey Vauders right past their cameras. A little trouble in the shutdown area. Both of them. They see Mike Sr. snugged up next to it real nice. Jay Milligan is one brave man to stand down there with that green flag. Watch this again. For Mikey II runs down Dad, and then on the brakes hard as he slides right past the sound equipment and the camera that is down there on those concrete barriers at the far end. Here's a look from the end zone. Watch it both come up next to the camera. Watch how close he gets. Right across the bow, and there you see the safety clean black stallion right up in front of it. Mikey Vauders II will secure the weekend win, but can he sweep the show? Freestyle coming up, but first, highlights from our Demolition Derby. Stay with us. Back in Durham, Connecticut, we're getting ready for Monster Truck Freestyle, but first, some highlights from our ladies-only minivan Demolition Derby. Only 3 entrants, but still some wild action as the number 5 machine managed to stave off enough damage to take the victory, and here you see the path to that victory. She got in there, though, some nice hits. The number 5 getting up on the side of the number 29 machine. This got interesting here. Number 5 and number 55 kind of chasing each other around the freestyle mountain here. And this had kind of a wild ending to it. It's number 55, watch it back up on top of the racing lane and then gets pushed all the way over by number 5, and there goes the radiator. And just for good measure, watch it back up and blast right into her again. So the number 5 Toyota comes away with the victory after a wild minivan demo derby. Some more highlights from the Power Wheels demo derby. And these guys actually got into it pretty hard. Here's a look at our leaderboard right now, and you see Mikey Vauders has won the weekend with a first in racing, is that first in the Wheelie Contest a little earlier. Can he sweep, though, in freestyle? Then you see the Higher Education currently sitting 3rd, and Mike Vauders Sr. in Black Stallion sits 2nd. They would love to spoil this clean sweep from Mikey. Here comes Mike Vauders in Black Stallion out of Hagerstown, Maryland to start off freestyling. Goes right for that new van stack that they've added to the front end of the track. But to see what he has, that smoke seems to have reappeared, by the way, in the rear end of this truck. We noticed during the Wheelie Contest it went away during racing, and it looks like it's not quite as bad as it was, but you notice he's not using the rear steering too much right now, so I'm wondering if there's something wrong. Maybe a steering line or something that was blowing fluid out and causing that smoke. Yes, he's running a different set of tires than he's been running all season. In Englishtown, New Jersey a week ago, and he cut one of his BKTs, so he's put on this big set of Goodyears and come out here to tread around in the soft Connecticut soil. They're getting some nice hang time off of that outside racing lane. That seems to be a good hit for him. Right past our cameras there. He's not afraid to get in close. Got a little bit near that barricade over there. Didn't want to get shut down, so he very wisely backed out of it. And he will finish up his freestyle run right there. Kind of a wild sideways ending. Back up and head off the track, and again we'll set the pace. Probably not enough in this field to get the win, but a good run nonetheless. And he filled up enough time that these guys aren't going to be able to come out and do one big hit and roll over, something like that. You're going to have to put on a good run to get a win in this field. Get ready for competitor number 2. That'll be J.R. Seasock out of Frankville, Pennsylvania, in higher education. And again, it's that new obstacle that they've put out there, and that's probably a good idea. Wow, a big, ooh! Boy, you could hear the pop in that thing. He's just broken something in the front end. Landed hard on the nose. I'm not quite sure what happened right there. I don't know if he got on the brakes or... yeah, he's definitely got something broken in the front end there. As he got on the brakes there, you can see the rear end locked up and slid right across the front of the camera. The front end is not locking up at all. Big air, though. He's not going to let it stop him, and that is the... back there by the wall, trying to nurse the truck around, but still put on a show. And it's tough on this young man. He's definitely learning a lot in his rookie season. Nice big air jump right there, and he's going to go right off the track. The truck not cooperating with him. He put on a show, though. That'll take the lead. Even with the problems, he had a little more momentum than Mike Sr. did.
Next up, Matt Cody.
Here comes Matt Cody in the Iron Warrior. Have to hope he got all his problems taken care of, because he was having problems with his front end during racing. His team may have a lot of work to do after this event. Although the truck looks to be working all right. He's getting in there close by the wall. I think he actually scrubbed the back wall. Nice hit on the outside lane. And he just kissed that K-rail in front of the pole a little bit. So using every obstacle he can. Beautiful wheel standoff for this front band stack that they put out here. And right over in front of our camera, throwing mud at it. Heads back to the infield. Big air center track. That's probably one of the best hits we've seen. He's rivaling Seasock right now. Both had to back up. He's in that wall again, though. It does appear, yeah, he's definitely got a broken axle. I think the left front's gone on this truck. Again, though, he's not letting it stop him. He's getting some nice hits out of it. Word we get on the higher education machine is it's a broken right front axle. I have to hope it's not too far inside, or it could be a long afternoon of trying to fish a chunk of axle out of a rear end housing. I believe the tool of choice there is a broomstick with a magnet on the end of it. Matt Cody working his way around the field here with a similarly damaged truck, but he's making a pivot around that left front. Pretty nice. I think JR would have been able to do quite the same had the rear steering not gone out on him. He would have been able to tap the brakes and spin the truck around, but with the rear steering gone and a broken front axle, there's nothing you can do. And receive word, he also did break the rear steering. Seems to be another electrical problem on that truck. Iron Warrior laying down a beautiful run here. Matt Cody will take the lead with that freestyle. A nice long kind of marathon freestyle he laid down here. Had to put something together to keep Mikey Vaughters off his back door, because you know Mikey's going to come out and lay it down. They see Mike Sr. standing by the fence watching all his equipment go around the track. Yeah. And here comes the killer right here. This guy has already taken the weekend win. Can he take the weekend sweep? This truck appears to be in perfect health. Nice hit. Huge air right there. You see Tim Howard popping out again. Slinging dirt all over that back wall. Mikey, move to move. Non-stop right past the end zone camera. I think he actually touched the K-rail. There's a group of barricades out there. He seems to have scrubbed them a couple times coming around. Another big leap across the center of the track, and they're getting some nice air off of that backside of that man stack. I doubt very seriously that the fans aren't considering this run as they get ready to post their scores. Nice sideways launch right there. Again over that man stack. It gets a little closer to that camera each time. Doesn't actually sling so much dirt at it to move the camera. Spinning around, let's see what he has left. He scrubbed the back wall there with the right rear tire. Wild sideways jump. Oh, and he ends in the wall. He's right up against the wall. Oh. And he pops out to the cheers of the crowd here in Durham, Connecticut, and he has indeed taken the weekend sweep. What a set of runs for that young man. The Overkill Evolution machine showing its worth. I want you to take a look at the scrub marks on this right rear tire as Mikey comes around here as the leaderboard goes away. And we're going to take another listen to this run here in real time. This is the audio from the end zone camera. Listen to this. Boom, into the K-rail. Does not appear to have damaged the beadlock or the rim. Hopefully he didn't do any damage to the planetary, but I don't think he cared at the moment. He was just hitting anything and everything that got in his way. Congratulations to Mikey Vauders II and Overkill Evolution with the weekend sweep. And a thank you to Tim Howard and Jay Milligan of JM Motorsports for their hospitality. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Monster Power. We'll see you next time.